That's 4 wins in a row for your Minnesota Vikings. This is Pick 6 presented by KFAN. I'm Tatum Everett, and we are going to dive into your fan questions. Some of the guests this week include coaches and players, including Jordan Addison. So we'll get to that in just a bit. But first, let's get to question number 1. It's from JJ Vikings. How does Kevin O'Connell coach so well through adversity? And how does Kwesi make these incredible moves, i.e. Josh Dobbs? Well, JJ, Paul Allen, the voice of the Vikings, is here to answer your question.
My man, JJ, one of my new best friends, at least on social media. Hey, man, you keep up the good work. You just keep working hard, and you're going to live those dreams. Excellent question. Now, with Kevin O'Connell staying calm during adversity, that is a sneaky calling card of the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, because the leader needs to stay poised and chill when everything is chaotic and hectic, and Kevin sets an excellent example during games with that. Now with Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, the general manager for the Vikings, woo! Nice move for Josh Dobbs. Collaboration and delegation. This group collaborates and this group delegates. That's very important, JJ, when it comes to high-level success.
Thanks, PA. Considering how many starters have gone down this season, it really is a great job by this coaching staff. So hats off there. We move on to question number 2. This time it's from Graham in St. Paul. He asks, with a win like that, do you stick with the momentum and start Josh Dobbs, or do you allow Jaren Hall to come back after he clears protocol? Here's Pete Bursich, Vikings radio analyst, with the answer to this one.
Thank you, Graham, for the question, and I think it's a great one. I do believe the Vikings have to stay with Dobbs because Dobbs has what is the most valuable resource in any player, and that's experience. We only have about 8 games left. We don't have time to develop a younger quarterback. Nothing against Jaren Hall. Jaren Hall, I thought, looked good with the time that he was in there, but he's still a rookie. Let's give him some time to shadow, to learn in the background, and then down the road, Jaren Hall might be challenging for that position. But for now, with the way Dobbs captured this team in that last game against Atlanta, I think we got to roll with him the rest of the season.
Appreciate your answer, Pete. Whoever is under center has such a great weapon in rookie Jordan Addison. And that's what the next question is about. This one is for Jordan, and Autumn in Bloomington wants to know what it's like as a rookie to be practicing with your third quarterback in 2 weeks. Let's give it to Jordan.
Thanks, Autumn. Preparing with Josh Dobbs this week has been really amazing. You know, a new guy coming in, so it gets to give me a chance to, go over all the plays once again. And then, just the competitor and the work ethic that he has just been making me a lot better and, pushing me into a different role to step up a little bit. So it's been great, and I'm just thankful to have him here.
Thanks, Jordan. We know that you are going to be great on Sundays no matter who's under center. And speaking of, Dobbs is getting the start on Sunday, and this question is about him. We move on to question number 4 from Rob J. Going forward and assuming Dobbs is the starting QB, how much will the offense need to change to fit his style? We thought Vikings analyst Ron Johnson would be perfect to answer this one.
Well, Rob J, Champ RJ, love the Twitter handle. Great question. Josh Dobbs, moving forward, if he is a starting quarterback, I don't think the offense has to change much. I think what changes is his progression. So if you think about Kirk Cousins on that run by Josh Dobbs, he probably either hits TJ Hockenson up the seam or he hits Tristan Jackson on the post. For Josh Dobbs, he knows he has a third option, which is what you saw, which is using his legs. This is a guy that at any play action, it's going to be high, low, and then run. I think Kirk Cousins is more high, low, dump off to the flat. Josh Dobbs as a third element for Kevin O'Connell that he has not had the last 2 seasons, and that's a quarterback with the ability to do what we saw on Sunday, which is create that secondary play with his legs, extend the play sometimes with his legs, and then learn the offense with his arm. But it's going to be less of changing the style to fit him, more of learning the offense that Kevin O'Connell wants him to run.
Appreciate it, Ron. Dobbs was the leading rusher for the Vikings last week with 66 yards. And that ground game is actually the topic of our next question. With Akers going down, what are the options looking like for running back and getting the ground game properly going? Who better to ask than the run game coordinator himself, Curtis Motkins?
Yeah, so with Cam going down, it's kind of next man up mentality, I think, with our whole team. Now, Kane someone who has, shown he has a lot of ability. Kanea's up, Ty Chandler will have to increase his role. Alex will have to increase his role. So it'll be a collective deal, and I expect all three of them guys to contribute. We know we have to get the running game going. That's, all 11 people involved, the right checks, running the right places, blocking the right people, blocking on the perimeter, us giving them good schemes. So it's all of us involved, and we'll continue to work on that, and we'll get that fixed.
Appreciate the answer, Coach. The Saints defense is incredible with their pass defense, but their run defense may present some opportunities on Sunday. Well, moving on to our final question. This one is for Dalton Reisner. Red and Purple wants to know, how far can this team go? Is a playoff run realistic? Now, Dalton may have just joined the team, but he has a great answer to this one.
I think a playoff run is definitely realistic. I've been in the NFL for 5 years. I'm not a wily old vet, but I've been on multiple teams, and this team's different. I think it starts from the culture, and I think that culture is from the top down. Ownership to the GM, to the head coach, to the players that we bring in here, and the way everyone is at this facility. I want to put a box, I want to put a ceiling on what this team can do.
Love the optimism, Dalton. In fact, if the NFL season were to end today, the Vikings earn the final wildcard berth in the NFC. So they got to keep winning from here on out. It all starts Sunday against the Saints at noon at US Bank Stadium. Kickoff is on Fox. Now, of course, this will end this episode of Pick 6. But if you want your question on the next one in 2 weeks, be sure to tweet at me, at Tatum Everett, or at the Vikings. And next time, you may end up on the show. Thanks for watching.